Have you ever wondered what would happen if you quit social media for a whole year? I mean, think about it. When was the last time you went on through your days without using social media? For 90% of us, it's probably never. And honestly, I was the same. I was someone who kept scrolling social media through TikTok, through Instagram posts, and that finding the next trend, finding the next interesting post. But something happened. Something that completely switched my life around and changed my life forever. And for that, I haven't used social media for a whole year. And during that time, I saw huge changes in myself. But before I start getting into the changes that I experienced myself, first, I wanted to get back to how we even got to that point to begin with. So, it was about a year ago. I was working on my agency. And during the time that I was working on my agency, I would take breaks and I would go on my phone and scroll on social media through TikTok. And when I'm scrolling through social media and on TikTok, the algorithms know what I like and what I'm interested in. And because of that, they're constantly recommending videos that are business related or money related. But most of the videos ended up being flexes. For example, the next person who's flexing their Lamborghini or their big mansion or whatever they might be flexing, the amount of money they make. At first, I found it really inspirational. But eventually over time, things began to change. And the change was for the worse. So as time went by, rather than feeling more inspirational by watching all these videos, I actually started feeling more envious and more angry because I was so tired of hearing about the next 16-year-old who made $100,000 doing this type of BS or doing whatever. And they always led back to the business models of what we're doing, like SMMA, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, and all those basic business models that we've heard of online if you've been in the business niche for a long time. And because of that, my frustration built over time and became more angrier because I was doing the same thing that they were doing. I was putting in all the same effort and work that they were doing. I have put my head down for a whole 5 months, 6 months, my head down and just working, and just seeing them getting the results that I didn't get yet made me really frustrated because I'm doing the exact same thing that they said to do, doing the exact same thing that they told me to do. But then eventually, everything went downhill. It was in the middle of the day. I just finished cold calling and I went to go eat lunch. And then I go on my phone and I start scrolling on social media. And the same format of video keeps popping up over and over again. And honestly, at that point, I just snapped. The frustration, the angry, the envious, of them having everything that I want, of them doing the same thing that I'm doing and still getting better results. All of that built up over time and made me more frustrated. And when I finally snapped, I grabbed my phone and I threw it on the ground. And I said to myself, this is stupid, this is BS, no way that we can be getting the same amount of results. And because of that, and here's the thing, social media keeps adding FOMO, the fear of missing out. So because they keep adding and creating urgency for starting the next business model, it just gets on your levels, gets on your nerves, all of that. And during that time, I realized something. I realized that something needed to change, that I cannot keep doing this. And so I decided to take the step and finally delete all social media. I deleted my Instagram account and I deleted my TikTok. And so now I had no social media at all. In the first few weeks, I kept unknowingly grabbing my phone and opening my phone and going to go click on the app. It was a psychological thing in my head. It was something that I'm so used to. Every time I go on my phone, I just click on the apps first. Because of that, then I realized I'm okay, there are no apps. Okay, I don't see them anymore. And so And so when I see that, I remember okay, yeah, I don't have these apps. So as the first week ended, I started seeing myself become more happier, become less distracted and more concentrated. And so I started growing more and more as a person. I became more focused on what I'm doing. And I didn't let the fear of missing out that social media puts on you really affect me. I started living on my own accord. Yes, I work really hard, but without the social media pressure really pressuring me, telling me that I'm not doing enough. And because of that, I started taking up new hobbies like reading, writing, hiking, and doing things that actually matter and actually mean something and help me grow more as a person. And so deleting social media was the best thing that I ever did, and I don't have any regrets about it. And if I can go back in time, I wouldn't change anything. And right now, I don't even plan on installing social media at all. I don't even plan on using social media. If I were to download social media or use it, I would use it as a provider and not a consumer of social media. And so, I am going to ask you, why don't you try deleting social media for a year? And once you're done, comment down below how much your life changed and how it impacted your life. I will be reading through all of it, I will be listening. And thank you for watching.